This will be the worst chapter in American history that any of us will live through. Sure, there have been terrible times in American history, such as the Civil War and slavery, but I'm talking about for people alive now, this will be the worst time period in American history. And that's because America's Hitler has won the election. And when I say America's Hitler, that was a phrase that I'm taking from J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance, who's now going to be our vice president, had once stated that he thinks Trump might be, quote, America's Hitler. And what I have to ask is, surely J.D. Vance no longer states that publicly. But what changed? What's different from when he stated that years ago to the present? Like what made Trump better now that could justify J.D. Vance saying, oh, he's not America's Hitler. I was wrong back then. Trump has stated that he wants bloody deportations. His words, not mine. Trump says he wants to use the military on the American people. You could look this stuff up. Trump's former military leaders have said that, he's fascist to the core. That's a quote from one of his former military leaders. John Kelly, another former military leader under Trump, had stated that one time Trump told him that, why doesn't he have the generals like Hitler has? Disgraceful, man, disgraceful. I mean, I said it in my last video that I posted here on YouTube, that since Mike Pence wasn't safe under the first Trump term, none of us will be safe during Trump's second term. And that's because, you could be a Republican. J.D. Vance isn't safe under Trump's second term. You could be a Republican thinking, I support Trump now, and then he'll ask you to do something illegal or immoral or both. And then you're in a position like, now what do I do? And it's just it's a sad period for American history, People will look back in disgust at what just happened, in disgust. It's going to be it's the end of free speech, the end of the right to protest. I'm worried that if I go to any protest, I'll be shot. I mean, Trump had stated that he wanted to shoot protesters, Black Lives Matter protesters, during the the protest for justice for George Floyd in 2020. So, expect to be shot if you're at a protest. That'll be Trump's second term. It's sad. It's a disgrace, really. I have no answers as to what happens going forward. I wish that I did, but maybe communication. That's really, because even that, I mean, if you're too vocal in your dissent, then Trump uses the military on you. So I guess communication's kind of a wrap too, man. It's terrible. Anyway, in the comments, if you think Trump is not America's Hitler, please, I want to, have a conversation with you.